Hi everyone.
Welcome back to the Book Brood, and today we're actually going to bring you an unboxing haul. We haven't done one of those for a while, so it's going to be a big one. Buckle up.
Buckle up. Do you want to start? Should we start with the unboxing
Start with your unboxing. Here.
Okay.
Book outlet sale haul, or unboxing.
Yeah,
haul
I don't remember
thing.
exactly why there was a sale, but any excuse, really.
Mm-hmm.
And also, Book Outlet started doing free shipping on orders over $35.
Oh.
So when there's a certain percentage off everything, it takes you longer to get to $35 to get that free shipping. So this box is heavy, and I don't really remember what's in it. But let's see. And it's all mine, I think.
Uh-huh.
Oh wait, no.
Oh no, this one for the
So
children, right?
I needed like 25 more cents to push it over.
Oh.
To the $35. So this is for the children. They had volume 2 of Orange by Ichigo Takano, and I'm very excited. I enjoyed the first volume very much, so looking forward to reading this. I think there's only 2. I think it's a duology. Okay. Yes, this is book 2 in the Last Apprentice series, Curse of the Bane by Joseph Delaney. Very excited to get to this because my Overdrive app doesn't have this one. It has book 1, book 4, book 7, and book 9 or something like that.
Makes sense.
Yeah, of course. Hold on. This is a trilogy. I'm not sure exactly the order, but I've never heard of this series before, but it looks like sci-fi, military. Looks totally up my alley.
Looks pretty cool, yeah.
This one is another Laura Kay. I think this is book 3, but I'm not sure. I'll have to double check on that. But I am enjoying this hard ink series recommended to me by Julie from Pages and Pens. Oh, and here's another one.
Yeah.
I think that might be book 4. I don't know.
Doesn't matter.
It actually does.
Yeah.
I didn't know
Good.
that.
Good.
But luckily I read the first one first, because I didn't know that there was an order to it. And then this is also a series that has all those 0.5s. And so, like, there's novellas between the actual novels.
That's cool.
I am so excited to get to Shadow and Bone by Leigh Bardugo. This is book 1 in the Grisha trilogy. I have the Six of Crows that I want to get to, and I started it, but it mentioned Grisha, and I didn't know what was going on. So I decided to come over and read the trilogy first. People seem to really enjoy at least the first one in the trilogy, so excited to get to that one. This is 5 and 25s by Michael, what does it say? Petre? I don't know. This is a book about Marines. I think it's fiction, but I think it's supposed to be realistic fiction.
Okay.
I got the Proxy Guardian duology by Alex London. I'm very excited to own these, even though I only like the last quarter of this one and like the last third of this one.
Mm-hmm.
But
What was it?
no, Proxy's first. Yeah, Proxy's first in Guardian. But yeah, I did enjoy parts of that duology. This is Nothing by Jane Teller. Conversation about what really matters in life and what is just frivolous nonsense. Might as well.
Yeah.
And then The Walled City by Ryan Grodin. And this sounds like a YA dystopian. They're stuck in a walled city and they have to get out. It's a dual perspective, I think, and murder-tastic, I'm hoping.
Well, it's run fast, trust no one, always carry your knife.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Like, all of these were scratch dent copies for like $2 a piece, so, and I needed to get up to $35. So that's the unboxing part. You want to start in on all of your stuff?
I got this one most recently, and this was my most anticipated. This is actually a new book. This is The Rise and Fall of Dodo by Neil Stevenson and Nicole Galland. This is a historical time travel one, so I know Nicole's the historian. Neil Stephenson's the sci-fi guy. He's my favorite living author, sci-fi guy. And yeah, so this is going to be fun. I'm going to get to it here very soon.
I probably already hauled this, Luck in the Shadow, but I did find book 2 and 3 in this trilogy. I don't remember what this trilogy is called. The Night Runner series. But this is well beloved. I think this is like assassin fantasy, and it's supposed to be really good. And I really liked the Night Angel, I want to say, series.
Yes.
And this sounds similar but better than that.
Okay.
So I have high hopes for this. And this is by Lynn Flueling. And I'm excited to get to this.
I got this thrift store shopping. This is Miracle and Other Christmas Stories by Connie Willis. Connie Willis is a sci-fi author. She wrote Doomsday Book, which I loved. And so this is a collection of science fiction Christmas stories. So I'm going to get to this in December.
Awesome. I picked up book 1 and book 2 of the Rain Wilds Chronicles by Robin Hobb, and I was kind of really mad that they only had the first 2. Helen from Capricious Helen has been reading a lot of Robin Hobb lately and really enjoying it. Dragons, fantasy, supposed to be really good.
What's not to like?
I know.
These next ones from the thrift store as well. These are all by Clifford D. Simak. I read City and I liked it by him, and I read Waystation. I loved it by him. So this is The Werewolf Principle. What? I have no idea what any of these is about. I just saw it. He wrote them and I picked them up. Macedonia. The Heritage of Stars, or A Heritage of Stars. And then Enchanted Pilgrimage. These are all hardcovers and were very cheap, so I grabbed them all.
Might as well if it's an author you love.
Yep.
I picked up this trilogy. Not sure what the trilogy's called, but this is by Nick Sagan, and it's blurbed by Neil Gaiman, and it sounds like it's a futuristic sci-fi. People have computers in their brains, and then there's a virus, and one guy's trying to fight the system, and it sounds really good, and they've got really decent ratings on Goodreads. So yeah. I have the whole trilogy now.
I recognize those covers.
Do you?
Yeah. Then I decided to pick up The Eye of the World by Robert Jordan. This is the beginning of the Wheel of Time series. I decided
huge epic series.
I decided it was time to at least have book 1 on my shelf,
yep, and
just let it sit there and stare at me. So we'll see.
I have tried to read book 1 at least twice. I want to say 3 times. And I cannot get through more than half of it.
Yeah.
And it's like a 25 book series. Like it's
15, I think.
It's huge.
Still, yeah.
Huge. I hope you enjoy it, though.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm going to talk about all of these at the same time,
right,
because I found these for like $0.25 a piece. So this is Meg Primal Waters by Steve Alden. This is book number 3 in the Meg series. White Shark by Peter Benchley, which, check out this awesome cover. Ooh, he's getting eaten. How awesome is that? And then What Lurks Beneath and Below by Ryan Lockwood, which also looks super creepy and amazing. They're here, and they're very hungry. Ooh. And just cheesy ocean
monsters,
shark monster stories. Yeah.
I love it. Love it. All right. The next thing I got was Clockwork Orange by Anthony Burgess. This is on my sci-fi list, so I had to grab a copy of it.
I'm glad you have that, because I want to read it at some point.
And then I decided to pick up 2010 Odyssey 2. This is the sequel to 2001 A Space Odyssey. I might get to it, so we'll see. And then I found a hardback copy of The Many-Colored Land by Julian May. I really liked this book, and it was on my sci-fi list. And then this is the 4th book, I think, in this series, and it's The Adversary. So I'll eventually finish that series, so I've been collecting those. But
now, have you only read the first one so far?
I've only read the first one.
Okay, yeah.
And then at the thrift store as well, I found We Need to Talk About Kevin. This is by Lionel Shriver. I don't know if I pronounced that right. Anyway, I hear a lot about this one, and it's one I wanted to read, and so this nice hardback copy.
And was that a thriller?
I think so.
It's about the kid who might be a serial killer or something like that.
Well, but it's more about the mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, and kind of her perspective, and you know, was there anything more? I that's kind of what I hear about it. So I wanted to check that out.
Absolutely.
And then I grabbed Ian M. Banks. So this one is Transition, and this one is The Hydrogen Sonata. These, I think, take place in the Culture universe, but I don't think they're specifically Culture books. But I loved Consider Flavus. I love The Player of Games, and still have to read Use of Weapons, but I like Ian M. Banks' world building. Very good. And awesome. That's it.
We powered through that really quick. So let us know if you think that we should get to any of these before other ones, like if you've read them and enjoyed them. Please give us your thoughts and opinions. Or if you want to just tell us to skip that one because it's a horrible book, also tell us that. Mm-hmm. And thank you guys for watching.
See you next time.